Hey, good day, it's Dan here. Today I want to talk to you about 10 steps to success online. Say that 5 times real fast, I dare you. I don't think I could do it, so I'm not going to try. But yeah, so today I've got some really good stuff, 10 steps to success online. And these are really powerful tips that if you'll follow them, you will have amazing success online. I promise you, if you'll follow these 10 steps, things will go really well for you. Skip a few and all bets are off. I can't guarantee anything. I can't guarantee anything because I can't guarantee that you'll do all 10 steps. But what I can assure you is that if you'll do these 10 steps, you will see success. So pay really close attention to these 10 steps. Don't pay attention to this scrape on top of my head. You know, I usually say hair is overrated. Maybe that's because I don't have any, but there's one time where I'd actually really appreciate having some hair, and that's when I'm walking through a low door opening and don't realize I haven't ducked enough like I did on the weekend. Scratch my head. So I'm doing my Mikhail Gorbachev impersonation, but don't pay any attention to that. Pay attention to these 10 steps. So let's hop into this right now. Number one step for success online is to focus on building a list, and more importantly, provide value to that list. You know, a lot of people, they get online and everybody says the money's in the list, the money's in the list, and you know, you got to email your list every day, and that's all great advice, but it's what you send your list that's important. You want to give them value. I know you've heard of the 80-20 rule. That's a good rule to follow. 80% of what you send should be value. Give people value. Teach them something. Share a great tip you learned. Talk about some personal development that you've been studying. Something that'll help somebody solve a problem. 80% of the time, at least. The other 20% of the time is where you can share a link to a program you're in, or you know, offer a product, or maybe it's one of your own trainings, something that people can buy. But that should be the exception, not the rule. You want to build rapport, you want to build trust with your list, whether it's on social media or in your email, autoresponder, whatever system you're using to build a list. Focus on building trust with that list. You want to build the list, but build trust as well. Number two, you want to develop a lead magnet. So what's a lead magnet? A lead magnet is the thing that you've no doubt visited a capture page or an opt-in form of some sort. The lead magnet is the thing that entices you to leave your name or email. It's the piece of value. It's the special report. It's a PDF. It's maybe a short video course that you've created. It's a boot camp. It's coaching or training. It's something that you can offer in return for somebody's contact information. You want to create something. Doesn't have to be difficult to do. Now, I created my first lead magnet years ago. I created a free report called The Mentor Method to a Wealth Mindset. I believe it was 6 tips in this report. I typed it out in a Word document and then created a PDF out of it. I had I believe somebody on Fiverr created a cover for me. That's Fiverr, Fiverr.com, where you can find people who will do all kinds of great things for $5. And created that report, and it's been up on a website for the last 4 or 5 years. I haven't touched it. In fact, I've been thinking lately I need to redo that page because it's really old and outdated. But that page still brings in opt-ins on a regular basis, and I haven't done anything with it, and it's because there's a lead magnet on that page. People leave their name and email in order to get the offering, the free report. Number 3, have a blog. Your blog is your home base online. You have to have a blog if you're serious about success online. And what you want to share on your blog is value. You want to teach people how to how to build a business online. You want to teach them how to do the things that they struggle with, whether that's marketing or generating leads or creating sales or upselling or recruiting. Whatever it is your particular niche is, your blog is your hub where you can share your insights into how to build a business online. Number 4, share what you're learning while you're learning it. There's a principle called learn, do, teach. And this is a powerful way to create success online and earn while you learn. Because a lot of people, they get online and there is so much information out there, it's really easy to get stuck in learning mode. And then you never actually get into doing mode. If you do this process where you share what you're learning while you're learning it, or shortly after learning it, then you're actually in action and you're applying it. And you know, there's a concept that holds true that you learn better by teaching others. So you'll learn better by teaching others how to do what you've just learned how to do. So that's number 4. Number 5, focus on becoming really good at one marketing strategy. There's hundreds of ways to market your business. There's banner ads, there's solo ads, there's Facebook and Google pay-per-click and free strategies and paid strategies and Craigslist and you name it. There's 100 different ways to market your business. And the challenge many people have is that they try and do a bunch of them and don't get good at any of them. Whereas if you just pick one and get really good at it, then you can branch out into other areas. Well, that one is still churning for you and bringing in new business. So get really good at one marketing strategy. Number 6, this is one where I certainly have room for improvement, but this is to do a weekly conference call, a hangout, like a team call or something of that nature. Do that live every week. And that's something I'm working towards doing better myself. I haven't done as much of it as I probably could and should have, but that's a great way to create success online, is to do something live with your team or people that are in your circle that are just curious about what you're up to. Because by doing something live, you get interaction, you can share what you're up to, people can kind of see behind the scenes, which is a lot of times what their hesitation is. They don't quite know what it is, so they don't take action. Whereas if they're on a hangout, they can kind of see the nuts and bolts and make a decision. Number 7, make it a goal to have a minimum of 25 connections a day. Now, this is something I learned from my mentor. One of the challenges a lot of people have is they get into the online world and they don't really have a budget. And it still is a business. So one of the ways to get around not having a budget is that there are ways to market your business for free. And I actually did a full training around using Facebook and turning Facebook into your own private ATM machine. And part of that process is to make connections every day. Reach out to the people on your friends list. And so my mentor, his encouragement is at least 25 connections a day. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have 25 conversations, because not everybody's going to respond. But you got to be in the action of making the connections, initiating the conversation, and then it'll take off from there. Number 8, focus on building relationships with people that already have leadership skills. So these are the leaders in your industry, and go out and interview them. Now, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I've got an interview series called the Mentors Masterclass. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been reaching out to my mentors, people that already have a following, that already have created great success online. And I've interviewed them to find out what their secrets are. And by doing this, you get to borrow their credibility. It's branding by association. It raises your profile because now you're associated with people that are doing great things, that are recognized in the industry. It's a great way to build your brand, to raise your personal profile, to get yourself in front of a new audience who may not have ever heard of you before. Number 9, focus on mindset and personal development every single day. Now, one of the things I love about the home business industry is that it's a leadership industry. You know, a lot of people think it's all about making money and living on the beach and drinking out of coconuts. But the truth is, the only people who ever actually get to do that are the people who work harder on themselves than they do on their business. Now, I'll pause to let that one sink in. It's important to work harder on yourself. That means doing daily personal development and mindset work. That means reading daily. That means listening to audios daily. That means doing visualization work. I've got a vision board video that if you send me a message, I'll get you a link to help you build a proper vision board. All of those pieces are hugely important if you want success online. And finally, number 10, speak your reality into existence. I want you to be very careful about your words, because words are powerful. And more importantly is the thoughts that are behind the words. So it's really important that your focus is on where you're going, not where perhaps you're struggling right now. Maybe you're stuck and life is throwing challenges at you left, right, and center, and you just can't seem to get your focus off of that. Well, you've got to work on speaking your reality into existence and seeing life as it can be, not how it currently is. And so those are the 10 steps to success online. I hope you found those valuable. Leave me a comment below this video, because I do want to go into more in-depth on each of these subjects. I'm putting together maybe a little online course, or whether it'll be a video series or webinars. I haven't finalized that, but I do want to go into more detail on each of these things. But I want to know what you're struggling with most. So leave me a comment below. Let me know which one of these 10 steps to success that you want to know more about, and I'll make it a priority to get that one done first. Pardon me, getting hoarse. So it's time to stop talking. I hope you're doing well. All the best, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye for now.